1 2 3.
اوكي.
صباح الخير. نرحب بكم للتوك عن الجامعة الأهلية، وإن شاء الله تستفيدون ويكون يحفزكم لاختيار التخصص واختيار الجامعة. معكم الجامعة الأهلية البحرين. So I'll start today. Good morning to everyone. We'll start the session for Ahliya University, and we would like to call the chairman of the Board of Trustees and the founding president of Ahliya University, Professor Abdullah Al-Hawaj, to welcome you all to our session. Professor Abdullah.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. في البداية يعني أرحب بكم جميعا أبنائي وبناتي. And I would like really to welcome you all and to tell you the lovely story of Ahliya University. Ahliya University is the first private university in Bahrain. It's really one of the first from the national charter, from the reform project by His Majesty the King, and in the national charter it was the start of Ahliya University. So the national charter was approved by the Bahraini people in February 2001, and Ahliya University was approved in March 2001, only few weeks after that, and the beginning of private universities in Bahrain started. Ahliya University from day one believes in high standard education, believed in international education, and that's why from day one, from the beginning, we partnered with the best universities in the world, and we have many programs jointly with universities from the UK, university from the United States of America, and universities from France and India. For this reason, any student who joins Ahliya University will have the chance to do part of his studies in any of these countries, So Ahliya University, of course, is the beginning of a new arena for Bahrain. We believe that we can do what the others done, and we look forward to the United States of America. How did their private university do? Harvard, Stanford, MIT, Duke, Princeton, and name. There's 10 private universities are the best in the world who made the great technology and the great science in the United States of America, and they become the best in the world, controlling knowledge, controlling science, controlling technology. It's because of their private university. So we at Ahliya University, we looked, can we do it? Can the Bahrainis do what the others done? We believe yes, but they need freedom. They need to think, and that's what Ahliya University is offering you. So Ahliya University offering you the partnership, and the name Ahliya in Arabic means the family, and that's why we are always proud to have part of our family and all the family to come back and live the real environment of creation, creativity. And this is the reason why I would like to welcome you all from all different schools and tell you that Ahliya University really is the place that you should choose. if you want to be somebody in the future. And the great examples of graduates of Ahliya University, you know, I will not call many names, but I'll start with the Speaker of the House of Parliament, is the first woman who is the Speaker of the Parliament in Bahrain. Her Excellency Fawzia bint Abdullah Zainal is an Ahliya University graduate, and many others in different sort of worlds. So if you want to be one of these, join Ahliya University, join your family, join people who really open their hearts before their doors for you. Thank you very much. I don't want to take longer, so I'll give my colleagues, the president of Ahliya University and the deans, to welcome you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Abdullah Al-Hawaj, for your kind words and for welcoming the students. This is indeed one family in Ahliya for all the students, faculty, staff, and alumni. And now I'll call on the president of Ahliya University, Professor Mansour Al-Ali, to welcome you all.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعزائي أبنائي وبناتي الطلبة، يعني أرحب بكم في رحاب الجامعة الأهلية، وكنا نتمنى أن نراكم حقيقة وجها لوجه، ولكن إن شاء الله هذه الجائحة تزول ونعيش في النعيم الذي نعرفه. مع تمنياتي لكم بدوام الصحة والعافية، وأن تحافظوا على صحتكم وتأخذوا حذركم. I will speak in English now. I welcome you all to Ahliya University. This is indeed an opportunity to address you and to really enjoy your presence with us. Let me give you, reasons why Ahliya. Ahliya is a distinguished university. Ahliya has proved itself as an outstanding university in Bahrain, in the Gulf, and in the world. Ahliya programs, all of Ahliya programs, have received full confidence from the Bahrain Quality Assurance Agency, which is endorsed by the Cabinet of Ministers. Every program we have has received full confidence. Ahliya has received the full accreditation from the Higher Education Council, which is the Ministry of Education. It is endorsed and it is accredited. All the programs are accredited. Further, Ahliya programs, each college is now steaming ahead with getting accreditation from the international accreditations. Let me give you examples. The College of Engineering and the College of IT, they are now getting, inshallah, international accreditation from the American Board of Engineering Technology. So when you graduate, your certificate is as good as any other degree from the US, UK, or anywhere. It's the same standard. It's internationally accredited. The College of Business, they are getting accreditation from AACSB, which is the most prestigious accreditation for the colleges of business in the world. It's American, and if you get it, that's it. Your degree is as good as Harvard, as good as anywhere. It's just as good. The College of Engineering is also heading for the European accreditation, and the same applies to all other programs. This is one genuine reasons why you come to Ahliya feeling confident you are joining a university which is, your degree is guaranteed locally and internationally. This is the priority number one for a parent and for somebody like you who is joining the university, inshallah. We have an open mind, we are flexible, we're always seeking to be the best. Professor Abdullah Al-Hawaj, when he envisioned the establishment of Ahliya University, he put a target. He wanted to make Ahliya amongst the best 5 private universities in the Gulf. That was achieved 2 years ago. We achieved that. We are now moving to being the best in a bigger circle. Again, why Ahliya? Our teaching methods are special. They're not boring. Our faculty are well trained to make the classes interesting. So you join, so you feel you relate to the class. You're not just learning something to remember. We link our teaching with the job market. We've always got our eyes on what the job market needs. So you are taught and trained. So although we teach you the thinking skills, the analytical skills, the communication skills, we also teach you the practical skills, which will help you get a job fast. And alhamdulillah, we follow our alumni and our graduates. They are getting jobs almost immediately after they leave the university because they are competitive. They are good. We are graduating people. We call them with good graduate attributes. We have ILOs, intended learning outcomes, for each course, and we scrutinize it and we make sure it is met. And all these course ILOs feed into what we call a program ILOs, which guarantees you when you graduate that you have got all that it takes to be as good as any graduate from anywhere in the world. We look after you, and I'll give you some examples of the things we do. We give you a practical internship for a period, and we follow you up. We train you how to pass interviews and do your CVs. We help you in just about everything in your life. Socially, we help you with activities, and we have pioneers. Professor Abdullah mentioned some, and I will mention a few more. If you all recall Amin Al-Hawaj, she is the most famous inventor in the Arab world. She is Ahliya graduate. She was chosen to be the international ambassador for invention and innovation. She's from Ahliya. Abdullah Ismail, who also has been given awards in Bahrain, in the Gulf, and worldwide. As I said, we have a wide variety of programs. You start with the BSc in your field, and we have a large number of BScs, and my colleagues, the deans, will present them to you from the IT college, from the engineering college, from the banking and finance college, and from the College of Arts and Science. So you start with BSc, and we have also masters, local masters here by Ahliya, and we have also a master from the George Washington University, and we have a PhD from Brunel in IT, in business, in management, in math. So as you can see, we are a full university all the way. I don't want to take too long. I think I will give an opportunity to my colleagues. I wish you the best of luck. We welcome you. Inshallah, you will really go and choose the best field you have always wanted to study, and you will make the right decision. And if you choose Ahliya, we will look after you, and we will welcome you, and we guarantee you a good future. All the best. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Mansour, for telling the students that joined us today what distinguishes Ahliya and the quality of educations in Bahrain and beyond. And now we will call on Mr. Ammar Al-Hawaj to give you a brief presentation about Ahliya University and why the student experience in Ahliya University is unparalleled by any other university in Bahrain and beyond. Mr. Al-Hawaj, please go ahead.
Thank you. Good morning. So I will be giving an overview of why you should choose Ahliya University, and then the deans, my colleagues, will give some feedback on college-specific information. So can we move on to the second slide, please? So as Professor Abdullah Al-Hawaj and as Professor Mansour Al-Ali mentioned, Ahliya University was the first private university in Bahrain. That means something. We were the first private university. We have a long-standing record. We have many achievements, and this is where the reputation of a university is strong. Go out and ask. What do you ask for when you ask about a university and its reputation? Number one, you have to understand whether this university is licensed and accredited. So all universities operating in the Kingdom of Bahrain are licensed by the Higher Education Council, but not all universities are accredited. So ask about the accreditation. Ahliya University is accredited by the Higher Education Council. Ahliya University is certified through reviews by the Education and Training Quality Authority in Bahrain. And Ahliya University is going from the local scene to the international scene. So we're looking to gain international accreditations. At the moment, we have international recognition from a number of international bodies for our programs. For instance, in the College of Business, our programs are recognized and accredited by different professional bodies. These include the ACCA, which is the Chartered Accountants Association in the UK, where our program has the highest number of exemptions possible. Our program in Management and Marketing is accredited by the Chartered Institute of Marketing in the UK. Our other programs are accredited by CIMA, which is as well the Chartered Institute for Managerial Accountants. Our programs in Bahrain are listed on the National Qualifications Framework. The university as a whole is listed on this framework. This means that our programs at the bachelor's, master's, and PhD levels are of the right level in line with international standards. Can we move on to the next slide? Once you get the basics done and you make sure that this university is accredited, has good quality programs, you start looking at these programs. So what programs does Ahliya University offer? We offer 4 colleges offering 17 different programs. These 17 different programs are at the bachelor's level, the master's level, and the PhD level. So why choose Ahliya, or what makes Ahliya different? Aside from being the first university in Bahrain, we are offering PhD programs, which no other private university in Bahrain offers. These programs are offered in affiliation with Brunel University, London. As well, we offer master degree programs. Some of them are in collaboration with international partners, such as the George Washington program. But we come to the bachelor degree programs. These are the ones you are interested in at this stage. So in the College of Arts and Science, we have a bachelor's degree in interior design and a bachelor's degree in mass communication and public relations. Our programs are offered in English. However, one program, الإعلام والعلاقات العامة, the bachelor's degree in mass communication and public relations, is offered in the Arabic language. In the College of Business and Finance, we have a wide array of programs. We have 5 programs at the bachelor's level. So accounting and finance, banking and finance, economics and finance, management information systems, and management and marketing. And again, these programs have international recognition. These programs are modeled after international programs. They have the same standards, and we are in the process of obtaining the gold standard international accreditation for business programs in the world, which is the AACSB accreditation, which is based in America. Next slide, please. Our 2 other colleges, so we started with Arts and Science, we went on to Business and Finance. We have a College of Engineering. The College of Engineering offers a degree in Computer and Communications Engineering and a degree in Mobile and Network Engineering. These were the first degrees of their kind in the region, tackling Computer and Communications Engineering and Mobile and Network Engineering. These degrees have been offered for the past 15 years, more or less. They have been updated. They are very current. The latest technologies you will study in our campus, in our dedicated engineering labs and other facilities. The College of Information Technology offers 2 bachelor degree programs, a bachelor's in multimedia design So this is similar to graphic design for some of the students that are have an artistic flair, and a bachelor degree in information technology, which is very high in demand in all sectors of the country, essentially. Can we move on? So again, how do you choose, and why should you choose or think about Ahliya? If you're studying in Bahrain, there's no other university, no other private university that can offer you what we do. So what do we offer exactly? So first, you start by looking at the university's profile. As I started, the university's reputation. How do you know? You start by asking the basics. Is this university accredited? Does it have good quality? Who are the faculty? Are they known? Who are the alumni? Of course, you will look at the fees. What kind of fees structure does this university have? Are there any scholarships? Do they care about their students if they do well? What programs are on offer, and what is the student life? What kind of student life does the university have? So let's find out. Next slide. So in terms of services in general, the university offers a full package service, a deanship of student affairs that is dedicated to students in every way. So we have a one-stop shop where you will, once you register in the university, you have counseling available, whether that might be social counseling or academic in nature, then that's academic advising. We have qualified people that are very specialized in these areas. In addition to these areas, students with special needs will find very specific support. We offer career counseling, workshops, and seminars to develop students so that they might be full-rounded students. Scholarships as well. We offer merit scholarships, scholarships to high achievers, and financial aid. When I talk about high achievers, this means we care about students doing well. When students improve and have high GPAs, we offer them scholarships on a semester by semester basis where you might have a 25% reduction on your fees. Distinguished faculty, our faculty, the vast majority have PhDs from some of the best universities in the world. A diverse student body that comprises more than 30 different nationalities. Some of these students come through exchange programs. Some of these students are based in Bahrain. Some of these students come through our partners. Student life is quite rich and quite dynamic. We have different clubs, and we very much care about sports, competitions, football, basketball, student council, and ensuring that student life is rich overall, including during these days, during Corona, where some of these activities have turned virtual. Exchange programs, we offer exchange programs to the UK, where students can stay for a semester or two. So if you wanted to study in the UK, but you don't think this is the right time, you come to Ahliya University, and then you go during your third year to Brunel University in London, or Bradford University in the UK, or YESEG, Epitech, and Manipal in France or India. Next slide. So just a glimpse of student life. These are different activities. Some students, local and international, at the international circuit, at Gulf Fair, at the stock exchange. Next slide.
Faster, Ammar, شوي.
Here we can see our team when they won the first place in the football at the Football League for universities 2 years ago. Next slide. Some students going on exchange to France. Next slide. Again, exchange students in Brunel University, London, and then we will wrap it up here with the final slide. Some of our distinguished alumni. To know if this is a good university or whether a university is good, ask about the alumni. Here we have Her Excellency Fawzia Zainal, the Speaker for the National Parliament. We have Her Excellency Zainab Abdel Amir, Member of Parliament. We have all kinds of students, graduates in the government sector, in the private sector, CEOs, entrepreneurs, and in the governmental entities. And I'll end it here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Ammar. And now, without further ado, I'd call on Professor Ismail Nouri, the Dean of the College of Arts and Science, to welcome you all. Yes, please. A minute, please, each, so we don't take time from other presenters.
The 3 programs, you tell them, that's all.
That's it.
Yeah.
Welcome to the College of Arts Science at Ahliya University. Art Science demonstrates excellence in mass communication, public relation, and interior design. It exemplifies Ahliya University commitment to academic excellence, as well as contributes to university's status as a great global community research university in Bahrain, with a view to solving real-world problems through quality research, while providing relevant and substantial skills to its students. In College of Arts Science, we provide our students with strategies that help them develop their critical thinking skills, the ability to communicate efficiently, as well as advising the cutting edge of knowledge through investigation and innovate activity. باختصار يعني نحن we are care talent and discover the talent. Welcome to Art College. نحن لا نرعى فقط الموهبة ولكن نكتشف الموهبة وهذا وعد منا. Thank you so much. Welcome.
Thank you, Professor Ismail, for your words. And now I'd call on the Dr. Ahmed Jadidi, the Dean of the College of Engineering, to welcome you all.
Thanks, Dr. Athara. Good morning, everyone. Just I will be brief today to present the College of Engineering, which offer 3 programs: Bachelor of Science, Computer and Communication Engineering, and Bachelor of Science in Mobile and Network Engineering, and Master hosted from the George Washington University Engineering Management. For us, we offer unique and specific programs for our student and for our younger, because that met 2 fields. For example, if we take computer and communication, we have, it's unique in Bahrain and GCC because we merge and we join 2 specializations, the computer engineering and the communication engineering, to offer more opportunity for our student and for our bachelor to have the fastest work and faster job. As for the mobile and network, we are aligned with the international and national accreditation as ABET, IEEE, Europe Accreditation for Engineering, ACM company, and Education and Training Quality Authority from Kingdom of Bahrain. This is our brief. We are here close with our students. We are close for this. The average of number of students per class, it's not more than 15 students, to be more close, and we believe that engineering, it's the prestige job now. After the doctors, we have also we are engineering. We have prestige job. We can learn for robotic, hardware, software, communication, also here for the network, wireless communication, optical communication, and for the Master of Engineering, Management Engineering. It's one, if you want to have to improve your professional career, you should to go through this master. It's really one of the prestige master over all the world. We have a lot of nationality to guarantee the quality of our learning. We have diversity and high quality doctors and staff with different nationality overall the world. We are open for all the market, our bachelor's or our degrees. It's needed really more than 90% take a job in sense now. We have a lot of alumni and real stories, and our alumni take, for example, innovation and awards over all the world. Thanks for this presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jadidi. And now I'd call on the College of Information Technology representative, Ms. Jinan, to welcome you all.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jinan. I'm going to take you through our College of Information Technology. Can you see my slides? Yeah?
Yes, continue, Jinan.
Okay, so we're offering 4 programs, 2 of them in the bachelor's degree. We have the bachelor's degree in information technology and in multimedia science. We have 2 postgraduate programs, the PhD and the master's in information technology and computer science. Now, we live in a world of technology. It's not that we use technology, we live it. It's literally everywhere. It's in, whether it's a big organization, whether it's like a small cold store, they're all using the technology. So here in IT College, we will give you all the knowledge you need for information technology, from programming, databases, artificial intelligence, business intelligence, developing web applications and mobile applications. IT College of Ahliya University has a good reputation internationally and regionally. The programs we offer are designed according to high standard for like ABET and the ACM. We also provide different opportunities for students we also sponsor them, we support them to attend all the activities they want, all the competitions. So for example, we have won the Product of the Year award for Injaz. Our programming team was also sponsored to go to Sharm el-Sheikh. They won the programming contest in Bahrain and they participated in the regional contest in Egypt. And also the award for His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad for the artificial intelligence. We also won that award. And we also encourage our students to attend all the activities, competitions, and field trips. Achievements of Ahliya University IT College. All programs received full confidence from BQA. All programs were validated by NQF and the ABET, the Accreditation Board for Engineering and Technology. Our statistics, we believe that more than 90%, actually according to a statistic, more than 90% of our alumni found jobs, and the employer satisfaction rate was also more than 90%. Alumni satisfaction rate is also more than 90%. We believe that the experience our students gain here builds a relationship between us. So we still in touch, we keep in touch with them even after they graduate. Here are some of their feedbacks. We try to have reunions for our alumni. And we also keep supporting them as students and as alumni to publish papers and to go on conferences. And if you have any more questions, you can contact us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Jinan, for your welcome and information about the College of Information Technology. And I'll now call again on my colleague, Mr. Ammar Al-Hawaj, to welcome you as a representative from the College of Business and Finance. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Tara. Hello again. I'm Ammar Al-Hawaj. I'm Director of International Relations at Ahliya University. As well, I'm a lecturer in the College of Business and Finance. So the College of Business and Finance is the biggest college in Ahliya. It has the most programs and highest number of students. We offer 5 programs at the bachelor's level, as I mentioned, 1 at the master's and 1 at the PhD level. The college is quite competitive because its mission revolves around graduating job-ready students. So our graduates are the most in demand in the market because they have up-to-date skills and well-rounded personalities. How do they have well-rounded personalities? Because they participate in different workshops, seminars, Facebook competition where our team recently did quite well internationally during TradeQuest competitions, in which our team has won the first place regularly of universities in Bahrain, as well as exchange programs where if students go for 1 semester or 2 semesters to the UK or France, you don't pay any additional fees, you just pay the Ahliya tuition fees. These are opportunities offered through Ahliya's special partnerships and long-standing strategic partnerships with some of the best universities in the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ammar. Thank you all for joining us. We look forward for you to join Ahliya family, and I'll ask you all to join us in our social media account and engage with us. You will understand more about Ahliya and life in Ahliya, and you can engage with the university and students through our social media. And also for any inquiries, in addition to our website, you can get the information instantly, 24 hours with our WhatsApp number. We look forward to having you in Ahliya, and good luck on your exams. Take care of yourselves and see you soon. Thank you. Mr. Hussein Habib, if you'd like to introduce the next university.
وين هيثم؟
موجود معنا دكتور. And if the BIBF is with us, or can we continue? Mr. Hussein, we still are receiving your questions if you'd like, and BIBF.
Thank you very much, Ahliya University. We're going to move to BIBF. Thank you very much indeed, Professor Al-Hawaj, Dr. Thaira, Dr. Mansour Al-Ali. Right now, the second session for this morning will be BIBF. So please go ahead. Thank you.
Good morning, students. My name is Noor Al-Zikri, and I represent the Academic Center at the BIBF. I'm sure that you all are excited to graduate this year, but you'll have to make some tough decisions as to what to pursue, what will you be studying, as it will pave the way for your future career. Today I'll be giving you a brief introduction about the programs that we can offer you, and at the end of the session, please feel free to ask us any questions as we go along, and I'll be answering your questions at the end of the session. If you are particularly interested to study anything within the field of business, then please listen carefully. So what does BIBF stand for? BIBF is Bahrain Institute of Banking and Finance. We were first, were initiated in 1981, and with the intention to train the bankers in the Kingdom of Bahrain. That was the main goal. At a later stage, that was also developed to start to train the bankers at a very young age, at an undergraduate level. That's why BIBF plays a vital role in the training and development of human capital in the Kingdom of Bahrain, and we're committed to excellence, which has in return strengthened our position as a top provider of quality education across the business disciplines in Bahrain, and we've reached globally as well. So I'll be talking about some of the BIBF's highlights. So yes, we were established in 1981. We are a not-for-profit organization, and it gives us great pleasure to be governed by the Central Bank of Bahrain, which in return gives us connections to the Central Bank and the banks in the Kingdom of Bahrain. We have delivered training to over 360,000 students since we've been established, and we've reached a globe. We were able to successfully reach to teach international. We've reached a global reach basically, and we've provided training to over 64 countries worldwide. We have specialized programs to over 600 special programs within the financial service sectors, and it gives us also great pleasure that our degrees are attested by the Higher Education Council. So yes, the BIBF is an institute, but within the institute there are different centers. Each center has its catered programs to its specific students. For example, we have the Banking Center, the Accounting and Finance Center, the Insurance Center, and I work at the Academic Center. So basically, the Academic Center provides you as undergraduates the required programs. So I will leave you with a short video that would give you like the highlights of BIBF. Just give me a moment. Okay, I apologize. So we'll continue. So basically, yes, in a nutshell, that's what we offer you as what does BIBF offer across all different centers. And as I've mentioned, the academic center will provide you with the internationally known university degrees. And moving forward, so yes, we've been able to provide training and courses to over 360,000 students globally to 64 countries so far. So now, what differentiates BIBF? What makes us special? We'll provide you with 14 reasons why and what makes is BIBF basically special and different. So first of all, if you're interested to study in the UK, please listen carefully. We have the BIBF International Foundation Program, which is recognized by the UK NERIC. Now, what does that mean? It means that for those who are interested to study abroad in the UK, we are affiliated with 21 universities that are known. If you complete the foundation year here at the BIBF, you'll be able to move forward directly to the UK, to one of the 21 universities that we are affiliated with, to complete your education in within the business field. If you wish to continue with us, that's also a possibility with the foundation program. Our graduates, the BIBF graduates, are employable locally and internationally, and the percentage and the rate of employability is 86%, which is very high. Our lecturers are within the field, so you'll get a blend of academia and professional competencies when you graduate. We support our students who wish to become entrepreneurs. We empower them, and I'm sure you've seen our social media accounts, and if not, then please make sure to do so, as we showcase our students who actually become entrepreneurs and have successful business here in Bahrain. We have dedicated free seats on an ongoing basis, on a yearly basis. We have free seats for seminars, learning events, and we do make sure that our students get those invitations as well. we have strong connections to the markets. Basically, since we are governed by the central bank, we have connections with the central bank, we have connections with many banks across the kingdom, which means that once you graduate, we get approached by the banks and we provide you with your CV, so which would give you a head start to your career. We also we're the first university that offers the dealing room in the Middle East, which means that it's similar to that available in the Bahrain bourse. So you're going to have a financial stimulation. So when you graduate, you also have hands-on experience. We offer students counseling and we prepare you for the job market, which means that when you graduate, we make sure that you know how to write down your CV, and we take your CV and we circulate it to companies as well. For those who are interested to pursue a career in accounting and finance, you do receive exemptions from ACCA and other qualifications as well. Now, most importantly is the point 13 and 14 here in this slide. So basically, as I've mentioned, you will receive an internationally renowned degree, but while studying here in Bahrain locally. You will also, our certificates are also attested by the Higher Education Council. So I'll just give you a brief introduction about the programs that we offer. Our program, as I've mentioned, it's an internationally recognized degree in Bahrain. It's taught by highly qualified international faculty members, and they are within the field. And your certificate will be attested by the Higher Education Council. So as an introduction, so basically for students or high school graduates, you will enroll in a 1 year of the International Foundation Program. It's a 1 year program, 2 semesters. It starts in September, ends in January for the first semester, then the second semester would start in February and in June. And it's you will be undertaking 4 modules per semester. And the assessment would include exams, coursework, presentations, as I've mentioned, you have 2 options here, whether to continue with us to one of our undergraduate programs or to take that certificate and travel to the UK to one of our 21 universities. So as I've mentioned, yes, we are our International Foundation Program is recognized by the UK NERC, which means, yes, upon completing it, you can transfer to University of Leeds, Cardiff University, University of Sheffield, University of Sussex, University of Reading, Kent University, Trent University, and many others, as long as it's within the field of business. So what you will be covering during your foundation year, they're all introductory subjects, and it will give you a comprehensive understanding and knowledge when it comes to the business. So basically, there are some of the courses that are covered is academic study skills, introduction to economics, introduction to math, business English, academic report writing, principles of accounting, emerging business trends, and introduction to statistics. So what are the entry requirements? Overall, you'll have to have an overall average of 75% above or equivalent. If you achieve an overall average of 70%, we might still accept you based on your documents and based on other internal assessments. So feel free to contact us if you fall within the same range. Another requirement is the IELTS. So if you haven't heard of the IELTS, please make sure to do so or contact us for further information. But the IELTS is an English assessment, and you'll have to receive an overall average score of 6. For students who wish to continue with us in our Bangor program, we will still accept if you achieve 60% in the business English offered at the foundation and 50% in the academic writing and academic presentation skills in the foundation year. So if you achieve those scores, you can still move on to year 1. What are the fees? So the fees is a total of 4,000 BD per year, excluding the books and lab fees. You'll be paying through by semester basis. So 2,000 the first semester, another 2,000 the second semester, and we do offer installments as well. So you'd be able to pay it through installments if you'd like. So upon completing the foundation year, you'll have 3 different possibilities. You can travel to the UK to one of the universities that we offer directly, or you can continue with us at Bangor University, which offers you 2 majors, a bachelor's in accounting and finance, and a bachelor's of banking and finance. Or University of London, which offers you a bachelor's in economics and management. And I'll be discussing them in details. So Bangor University program, the entry requirement is if you are studying or have a full IB of 24 credits, you are eligible for exemptions in direct entry to year 1. If you have A-levels, 3 A-levels, E and above, you're also eligible for exemptions and direct entry to year 1. You'll also need to have your IELTS score of 6, or as I've mentioned before, 60% in Business English if you've done your foundation here, or 50% in academic writing if you've done the foundation with us. So what are the study options that we have available? So there are 2 years here in Bahrain and the final year in UK. So basically you do your foundation, you do your first 2 years in Bahrain, then the final year you can do it in the UK, or to continue doing all of your years here in Bahrain. Regardless, your certificate will be issued from Bangor University in Wales, not in Bahrain, not by BIBF, and it is attested by the Higher Education Council. The way you're assessed is that you'll have different assessments criteria like exams, tests, presentations, assignments based on each module. And the fees is 4,000 BD per year, 2,000 per semester. The final year, the fee structure would differ whether you study here in Bahrain or in the UK. So now we'll discuss the London University, which we offer a bachelor's degree in economics and management. Now this degree is a bit tough. So basically, if you're really hardworking, then we'd encourage you to enroll, as it will give you an edge when you graduate. The way that the assessment structured is through one online exam, which is in line with University of London, and it's out of 100. In the first year, you'll be undertaking 5 subjects, when other years you'll be taking 4 subjects. So graduates will from this program will normally, once they graduate, it will lead in careers in banks, central banks, and economics development agencies, research, and academia. Okay, so what are the entry requirements for the University of London? We have either you've done your foundation, or you can get an exemption if you had the IB scores that we mentioned earlier, or the A-levels that we mentioned earlier. And you'll have to have an IELTS score of 6. And here it's a bit different. The study options are all here in Bahrain, not in the UK. And the fees is 4,000 BD per year, but this excludes the books and online registration for the exam fee as well. I will leave you with a short video now. Remember, I've mentioned that we empower our students, and once they graduate, they become famous entrepreneurs in Bahrain. We will leave you with a video that showcases one of our graduates who actually developed the app Mala'ib, and I will get back to you.
My name is Yasser Abdelaziz, founder and CEO of Mala'ib app. I graduated from Bangor University in 2013. Mala'ib app is a social community app that connects people through sports. Users can either find and connect their sport venues around them, or even join pickup matches that are happening around the area, basically. The idea came from a personal experience, to be honest. So ever since I was young, I was very passionate about football, and within my group and my friends and my family, I always used to be the person organizing the matches, so booking the field and then just arranging it. So at one point I noticed that the process was very annoying and time-consuming, and with technology I thought there could be a solution that basically bridges that gap, and that's what basically drove me to start Mala'ib. I think people have the wrong perception or misconception of what being your own boss is. I mean, yes, you can have your own working hours and just make all the decisions yourself. But at the same time, that means that sometimes you work at much longer hours and you have to bear a lot more pressure than just being in a normal job. So to me, honestly, it was a very challenging experience. It wasn't what I even expected going into it myself. But to be honest, it's been an experience that has helped me grow on a personal level, on a professional level. So I think overall, I really appreciate the experience that I've managed to go in and within. But like I said, it's been a very challenging experience, to be honest. I think having done both, while working for someone, maybe the expectations are a bit different. Because if you join an existing company with existing processes, everything is there to set up, and you just need to follow whatever guidelines are there, or you need to work on a specific framework that is already in place. But being your own boss or just working for yourself means that you literally have to create everything from scratch. You have to build things. You have to solve challenges on your own. Because if you don't, then the business will not grow. The business will not continue. And that means that you have to be in a constant, basically, mindset of improving, of learning, of solving challenges, of having the ability to problem solve and to keep being flexible enough to move. And I think the second part is that there's also a difference between the early stages where you're basically a small team and you have to do everything on your own. And then once you start scaling and you start building a bigger team, you have to adapt and you have to change the skill set that you have. It changes from being a doer and doing everything yourself to hiring and managing and coaching people and employees on a regular basis. I think not just the subjects themselves, the whole experience and what I've went through with BIBF and with Bangor University definitely helped me grow as a person, definitely helped shape who I am. The subjects definitely helped me from a personal perspective because I handled all the financial aspects of the business myself, which is a very important basically background to have in order to start a business. So it definitely gave me a very strong foundation for me to basically have that background and to manage the business and the finances and how that goes basically. I think to date, it's definitely, it was definitely one of my favorite years, the year we spent in Bangor. And whenever we meet up like together as friends or like with the group who went together, we still talk about the memories we had. We still talk about the year we spent over there. So I think it was definitely a very unique experience. It was a very fun and at the same time really helped me grow and as a person and to basically manage to just handle things on my own and to learn how to do that. So I think it was definitely one of the most enriching experiences I've gone through, to be honest. I think one is that they shouldn't stress themselves too much. They should just take it day by day, just try to enjoy the whole experience. Because, and I've got that from a lot of different people, is that once you graduate from university, you get a sense of what you've lost, basically. And because sometimes while you're in it, you're very focused on your exams or assignments or deadlines or what's happening around with your friends, you get carried away and you don't really appreciate that experience. So my advice is to just focus on it, just try to enjoy it as much as possible, try to learn and grow from it as much as possible. And I think once they go to Bangor, just try to make the most of that, to be honest. Because once it goes, you'll know what you've lost, basically.
Okay, so as we've mentioned in the Bangor program, we've had three majors: the banking and finance, the accounting and finance, and you can also do your diploma in Islamic finance with a bachelor's in banking and finance. So I'm pretty sure you've heard that we're moving our campus from Jufair. We're currently located in Jufair, and we're moving to Bahrain Bay. This is how our new campus would look like, and your classes will overlook the sea. And we're expected to move, inshallah, in September. This is our social media accounts. Please ensure to follow us to find more videos similar to the ones we've shared with you today. And if you have any questions related to applying, please feel free to contact us on our email. And for now, I'll answer your questions. Can you please give us your contact details? We've already mentioned the, you can follow the slides for the details, and we'll get back to you hopefully with your question. Does the new campus come with new programs? What do you mean? Which programs do you mean? You mean academic programs or any specific? Can you be specific, please? Can you please send me the advantage of an IB? So basically, if you complete your studies and you have your full IB, you will receive an exemption from the foundation program, and you will automatically be enrolling in year 1, as long as you provide us with your papers and they're within the requirements we've mentioned. Okay. Do you have any other questions? Our the application is now open, so if you have, if you'd like to apply, you can do that online. You can contact us through the email here, academic@bibf.com, and we will be more than happy to assist you with your application process and share with you our brochures. The application, as I've mentioned, is open now, and our semester starts in September. Do you have any other questions? For the Bachelor's Accounting and Finance, are the classes online or on campus? So basically, at the moment, because of the pandemic, our classes are being run virtually. But inshallah, in September, hopefully, when things get better, it will be in the campus itself. We're hoping for things to get better. I mean, new bachelor's degree programs. So in the new campus, we're hoping to introduce a new bachelor's degree. At the moment, we're working on it. It's the fintech banking and with fintech, financial technology, but we're working on it. So not yet. Yes. Did the person on the video create the app himself? Yes. He's the person who established the Mala'ib app. Yes, it's 4 years, including the foundation year. Total of 4 years. Thank you so much. We will be more than happy to receive your details through email. Yes, it's 4 years, including foundation. Do you have any other questions? Yes, our university undergraduate programs are relevant to the business studies mostly. So, and at the foundation, you're covered that, and then you get to specialize in banking and finance or accounting and finance. You get to do your diploma in Islamic finance with a bachelor's in banking and finance. All right, thank you so much for your time, and we look forward to receive your questions through email, inshallah. Thank you so much and best of luck.
Yes, thank you very much, BIBF, for your presentation. And we're going to move right now for the second day for the RCSI. Thank you very much.
Yes, hello, Hussein. Hi everyone, good morning, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Bashra Ali. I'm here representing RCSI Bahrain, and I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about our university and our programs and what can we offer you as students. Now, I'm going to start by introducing RCSI Bahrain. RCSI actually stands for the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland. It's a healthcare specific university that was founded in 1784 in Dublin, which is the capital of Ireland. So more than 200 years ago, the university was founded. RCSI, since it started 200 years ago, have been dedicated to healthcare and had a focus on delivering high quality healthcare education. We have 4 locations worldwide. Obviously, the first location is in Dublin, which is the capital of Ireland. The second location is here in Bahrain, specifically in Maharraq and Bisaytin. The third location we have is in UAE, in Dubai, and it's a postgraduate only campus, and we also have another campus in Malaysia. So RCSI was actually ranked in the top 2% in the Times Higher Education World University Rankings for year 2019 and 2020. And in its time, it had more than 20,000 alumni that have entered the program and have graduated. And these alumni came from 97 different countries. So people from all over the world would travel to Dublin to study medicine, and that included students from the Middle East and from the GCC and from Bahrain. So for more than 40 years, we've had students from the area traveling to Dublin to study medicine, which is why we've decided to open a campus here. The campus in Bahrain was actually established in 2004. And so far, we've graduated over 2,000 alumni in that short period of time. Our student body consists of over 1,200 students that come from 39 different nationalities. So similar to RCSI Dublin, we have students coming from all over the world to study medicine here in Bahrain. We have students from the GCC, the Middle East, students from North America and Canada. So overall, we have 39 different nationalities currently in our students' body. In the university, we have 3 academic schools: the School of Medicine, which looks after the medical program, the School of Nursing, which looks after the nursing program, and the School of Postgraduate Studies and Research, which provides research opportunities for our students and also looks after our postgraduate program. We have around more than 160 full-time staff that are dedicated to support the students' learning journey. And we have around the same number of clinical or part-time staff who are RCSI staff, but are actually doctors and nurses that are working in hospitals around Bahrain and are going to be clinical tutors to the students once they do their clinical rotations. I'm going to talk a little bit more about clinical rotations later on. I first want to talk to you about the curriculum that we deliver, and this is specific to the medical program. Now, some of you might have already heard about RCSI or might have attended a presentation, an introductory session about RCSI, but this is a great opportunity for you to ask questions. So if there's any questions that you are looking to ask, feel free to add them into the chat option, and I'll have a few minutes to answer them afterwards. But to continue about the curriculum, we really pride ourselves because we have global alignment. So across the campuses, the RCSI campuses, the curriculum is aligned. The students actually study the same curriculum, they take the same subjects, they sit for the same exams at the same time. So what that allows us is, it allows us to award the students with 2 degrees, a medicine degree from the National University of Ireland, which is an internationally recognized degree, and a degree from the Higher Educational Council here from Bahrain. It also allows us to prove that the quality of education, whether it's in Ireland or in Bahrain, is the same. Our medical program consists of 5 years. In some cases, students will start from the foundation year, so it will be a total of 6 years, or they will start from the medical commencement program, so it will be 7 years. They will all lead to the same degree. The difference is that there are 3 different entry points into the program, and that's dependent on the student's academic achievement in high school, your English skills or English level skills, and how well you do in the interview. So based on these criterias, you will be offered a space to start either in the medical commencement program, foundation year, or the junior cycle, which is a 5-year program. But as I've mentioned, they all lead to the same degree. The difference would be is that the medical commencement program is a standalone program. It's a 1-year program that prepares the student to university level education. So it bridges the gap between high school education and university level education. Let's say you haven't taken all of the right sciences or the right subjects, or maybe your GPA was lower than you've expected, and you are still wanting to get into medicine and to be a doctor. So this is a great opportunity for you to take the medical commencement program, get enough science support and language support for you to progress to the rest of the program. So as I've mentioned, the medical commencement program focuses on science and English language. In the foundation year, the students focus on biomedical sciences. So you'll be studying sciences, but from a medical point of view, and you will be learning different skills that are required for you to know to be a doctor. Things such as professionalism and communication. The 5-year program, or the medical program itself, consists of 3 different cycles. Starting from the junior cycle, where students will be learning about biomedical sciences, the systems of the human body. So the different systems of the human body, how does the human body work? And they will also get an introduction to clinical skills. In the intermediate cycle, the students will learn about pathology and microbiology. So what could happen, what could go wrong with the human body, what happens when disease take over, and they will also be learning about death, which are not fun subjects, but they're important for a doctor to know. And that's when the students will transition to clinically based learning. Now, the last 2.5 years of the program are mostly spent on clinical rotation. So the students will spend the majority of their time in the last 2.5-year program in different hospitals around Bahrain, and they will go on different rounds and rotations for departments such as medicine, surgery, pediatrics, psychiatry, family practice, obstetrics, and gynecology. And that's a big focus of the program. As I told you, the last 2.5 years of the program are mostly spent in hospitals. We have 3 teaching hospitals where the students do their clinical rotation. One is Salmania Medical Complex, Bahrain Defense Force Hospital, and King Hamad University Hospital, which is right next to us. So these are the 3 biggest hospitals in Bahrain. The students will do clinical rotations in each one of these hospitals. We also have a network of 12 healthcare centers where students will do clinical rotations at some point in the healthcare center. And we have partnership with specialist hospitals such as American Mission Hospital, where students will do a rotation there as well. Now, as I've mentioned, a big focus of the curriculum is clinical teaching and making sure that the students are practice ready once they graduate and they have the clinical skills that they're required to have once they start working. But from an earlier stage, also students get exposed to clinical teaching. We have a clinical simulation center right here in the campus, and the clinical simulation center is like a replication of a real hospital environment. So it's sort of like a mini hospital that has 4 different wards, 2 general, an ICU, and a maternity ward. And students will get to practice basic clinical skills. They will be using mannequins in the clinical simulation center that are highly intelligent and can show different symptoms such as losing blood and having heart attacks and talking to the students. So it's a great experience and a great learning method for the students. We also have labs in the campus that the students would use as part of the program. As part of the curriculum as well, students are required to do 2 electives and an internship. And now these electives can be done at the location of choice. So depending on where the students want to go after they graduate, we typically advise them to do their electives in that country. So let's say if you are currently studying medicine at RCSI Bahrain, and after you graduate, you are looking to do your internship in the UK. So we would advise you to do your electives in the UK as well. And that's for 2 reasons. One, it's for you to get familiar with the working environment of another country. And 2 is for you to have on your CV that you have experience working in that country and to build networks when you are going to apply for a job later on. This is just an example of where our students typically go. We have international partnerships with hospitals all around the world. So a lot of our students would go to North America or Canada. Some would go to UK and Ireland. Many would decide to stay in the Middle East or the GCC, and some would go to as far as Australia. So it really depends on what do you want to do, where do you want to go after you graduate. And that's all done possible by the support that the students receive from the Careers Office. In the campus, we have a Careers and Alumni Office that are dedicated to support the students' personal and professional development. So from the first year of the medical program, you will meet with a career specialist and you will talk about where do you want to go after you graduate, what do you want to specialize in, and work on a guide on how can you achieve that goal. So there's a lot of supports such as matching back preparation, licensing exam preparation. So when you're going to be completing your licensing exam, there are preparation courses, for example, for the United States medical licensing exam or the British licensing medical exam and the Bahrain as well, where you're going to be provided with question banks. We also bring back alumni that have graduated from the university and are currently working around the world to talk to our students about what they've done and what steps they took in order to get the job that they currently have. So basically a big focus of this career center, careers office is that we don't want the students to wait until they graduate to be thinking about employment. We want them to be actively thinking about and working towards employment while they are still students at RCSI Bahrain. And this is just an example of where our alumni are currently working around the world. So that's just some brief information about the medical program. I will now talk to you about our nursing program. Before I start talking about the nursing program, I want to introduce nursing as a career for you. So what is it going to be a nurse? What is it like to be a nurse? Now, nursing is practiced by both men and women. It takes place in hospitals and at home. So there are areas of places or areas, different areas where students or nurses can work in. Nursing offers excellent job stability. There's always a demand in the market for nurses as people get sick, as hospitals are requiring more and more nurses. And there's flexibility in terms of timing. So nurses can work full or part-time hours depending on what they prefer. As I've mentioned, there are a lot of areas where where nurses can work in. So they can work in hospitals, health centers, doctors' clinics, nursing homes, public health agencies, schools. For example, RCSI Bahrain has a school for students and has a nurse for students and staff. Or in industries, for example, factories, a lot of the time would require a nurse to be employed there so they can help the staff if anything goes wrong. When you are a nurse, you are working as part of a community. It's a very social job where you're working with a lot of people, you're interacting with different people for the entire day. You're not just on your own on a desk with a computer, just not talking to anyone. It's very interactive, and as I've mentioned, you're part of a community. So you'll be working with doctors, physiotherapists, dietitian, lab technicians, pharmacists, radiography technician. And as a career, there's a lot of space for growth or opportunities for growth. So as a nurse, you're not just you're a health advocate, so you're not just treating people when they get sick, but you're also educating your community and advocating for healthy habits. You can graduate from the nursing program and work as a nurse, and then you can be promoted into management and or leadership roles. So you'll be a manager on different groups of nurses in the hospital, or you'd be a leader in the hospital. You can also progress to further education, so you could take a master's in or nursing or a PhD in nursing, so you'd be a doctor in nursing. And there's an opportunity for post-qualification specialization. So after you graduate from an undergraduate degree, you can take further courses and specialize to be a nurse that is specific for the example, a cardiac nurse that only deals with patients who have a heart condition. So there's a lot of opportunity for growth in nursing. Obviously, you need to put in time and efforts, but once you do that, it could be very rewarding, and you could really grow as a person, both personally and professionally. The nursing program at RCSI Bahrain is a 4-year program, so it's 8 semesters. It merges both of the theory and clinical. So actually 50% of the program is delivered in clinical placement. So for 50% of the program, you will be in different hospitals around Bahrain, and you will be learning on the job. So it's not just, you're not just going to be sitting in a lecture, listening to someone giving you a lecture or in a classroom. It's very interactive, as I've mentioned, and for 50% of your time, you will be in a hospital on clinical placement. Just going briefly through the curriculum of nursing, it could progress. So in the first year, you'll be studying about the foundations of nursing practice, things like anatomy and physiology and communication and listening skills, which are very important for you to have as a nurse. In the second year, you will be learning about the fundamentals of nursing, the social and behavioral sciences, and research and evidence-based nursing. So it progresses as you go on into more specialized knowledge. In the third year, you will be studying about community nursing, pharmacology, pediatric nursing, so nursing where you're specifically dealing with kids, with children, and medical surgery. On the fourth year, again, it progresses further, where you'll be studying about clinical management and leadership, laws and ethic, and consolidated clinical practice. So you're taking on or learning more about management and leadership in the fourth year of right before you graduate. Similar to the medical program, there's a big focus on clinical teaching in nursing. The students will also go to the 3 main teaching hospitals, which is Salmania Medical Complex, King Hamad University Hospital, and Bahrain Defense Force Hospital. You will be using our labs. We have 3 labs in the campus. One is a research lab, an anatomy lab, and a general purpose lab. The students will go on different wards such as maternity, medicines, surgery, cardiac care, psychiatry, and pharmacology, and you will gain great experience. Right in the 4 years as an undergraduate student, you will gain great experience. So by the time you graduate, you had already spent 50% of your time in the hospital and you are familiar with the work environment. And it's very easy for you to go on as a full-time staff member, as a full-time nurse in the hospital. Okay, so I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about applying to RCSI Bahrain. One thing I do want to mention is that we typically we have a beautiful campus, a brilliant campus in Basseteen, and we typically offer campus tours for the students to come and see our facilities. Currently, we're offering virtual campus tours. So if you are interested, I'm going to leave our contact details later on. Just send us an email and we would be happy to provide you with a virtual campus tour. We're going to share with you our different facilities, our clinical simulation center, the labs, and provide you with more information about RCSI. So just on the application process. Now, we have started our application. We have opened our admissions back in November 2020. We had received a large number of applications so far, and we have limited seats in each one of the programs. So once the seats are full or all taken, we'll be closing our admission. So that's why we urge the students to apply as soon as possible if you are interested. The application is done online through the website, where you need to upload your different documents that are listed on the website. So you need to have an academic reference and a personal statement. After you complete all of these steps online, your application will be reviewed by our admissions department, and if eligible, hopefully, you will be invited for an interview. The interview will be a virtual interview, and it will be a conversation with one of our academics to talk about talk about yourself, what motivates you, and why do you want to study, whether it's medicine or nursing. 2 weeks after the interview, we send an email. It will be reviewed by the admissions committee, but we would send you an outcome letter to tell you, hopefully you've been accepted and into which program and at which stage. And after that, you have 30 days to accept the offer, sign the agreement, and hopefully join us in September. After receiving the offer, there's an opportunity for you to apply for scholarships. So to apply to a scholarship, you need to have an acceptance offer from the university. We offer 3 different scholarships for the medicine program. 1 full scholarship that will be provided for a Bahraini student, and 2 partial scholarships where RCSI will pay 1/3 of the fees and the rest will be paid by the students. We also offer 1 full nursing scholarship. And if you are interested in applying to the scholarship, you need to receive an offer first, and then you can put in your application for the scholarship. There's limited time, and it's very competitive. So as I've mentioned, if you are interested, I would advise you to apply as soon as possible. And even if you don't have your final grades yet, you don't have to wait, because once you provide us with your transcripts and documents, you will receive either a full or a conditional offer. A conditional offer means that we do not have all of the documents that are still required. Like obviously you wouldn't have graduated if you applied now. So it would give you a conditional offer, which is an offer with conditions that you need to graduate with no minimum score that is less than so and so. So once you have your final transcripts, you can then just send us just the transcript itself, your grade, and we can convert that into a full offer if you meet the conditions. A full offer is an offer that with no conditions. It says that you have met the minimum entry requirements into getting into the qualification. Yeah, I can ask you to take a minute and just take a photo of this page because it's really important. You can contact us through our website. The application is also done through the website. And we also have a chat feature. So if you have a quick question or you just want to speak to someone, a staff member or a student, an existing student, you can just visit our website and click on chat with us and chat with whoever you want to. Or you can contact us by email on futurestudents@rcsi-mub.com or by calling us on the number that you have here. You can also find us on different social media networks that I would advise you to take a look if you're interested in studying medicine and nursing. Just take a look and do your research, and we would be happy to help you if you have any questions. So I'm just going to open the question and answers here. For the entry requirements, it varies from one curriculum to another. So if you're looking for the entry requirements, I would advise you that you check our website. So for each curriculum, it's available on our website, or if you wish to discuss it with someone, just give us a call or drop us an email, and we'd be more than happy to arrange a one-to-one meeting with one of our student recruitment specialists to talk to you about your options. Someone is asking about the majors. So our majors currently is undergraduate medicine, so it's general medicine, and undergraduate nursing. Someone's asking if we have nutrition. No, we do not have nutrition, as I mentioned, or dentistry. It's medicine or nursing. Does my English language have to be strong enough to enter and study in the university? The curriculum is fully delivered in English, so you need to have a good level of English. That's why we require an IELTS certificate for the medicine program or an English exam for the nursing program. So that's just to make sure that you have the right knowledge and have the right skills to progress through the program. Someone's asking, is the RCSI University study more practical or theoretical? It's a combination of both, obviously. It's a great point that we offer really strong practical knowledge because it prepares the students, but we also have very strong theoretical knowledge in our curriculum. Do you need a pre-med, example, Bachelor in Biology to apply? We do not require a pre-med to apply, so for some students, they will be required to take foundation. Some students would be required to take a medical commencement program and then foundation, but not another bachelor degree. It's not a requirement. We have students who have completed pre-med and then join us straight into the 5-year program, depending on what they've done. For the entry requirements, because it varies from one curriculum to the other, so the American curriculum, the IB, the AP, the Tawjihiyya, the CBSC, they each have different requirements for each entry point. So unfortunately, I cannot share it with you here because it's going to take us some time. But as I've mentioned, they're all listed on the website. And if you just call us, you can call us today right after the session and be more than happy to provide you with the requirements for the curriculum that you're currently studying. Someone's asking if we offer psychiatry and psychology. These are specializations that you can take after you graduate from medicine. So these are postgraduate qualifications that you can take. When you're studying to be in the healthcare, you will be, what's great about it is that your learning journey does not stop really. You're always learning, you're always taking new qualifications. So you can do that. You can specialize in psychiatry or psychology after you graduate. Someone's asking, when does the registration start? I've mentioned that we have opened our admissions in November 2020 for September 2021. Our admissions process is ongoing. We are accepting students right now in both of the programs. And while we do not have a closing date, we will close the program once the seats are filled. So what we always advise the students, if they're serious and are really considering to study at RCSI Bahrain, not to miss the opportunity, because if you wait until the summer, you most probably would, to just put in an application through the website and start the application process and hopefully guarantee a seat for them to start in September 2021. Someone's asking if after receiving the offer, do they just have 30 days to accept or reject? You have 30 days where the seat is guaranteed. After the 30 days, you can still accept the seat, but it will depend on vacancy. So if we still have available seats, then you can accept, but it's not guaranteed. Similar to the requirement for the undergraduate program, the requirements for the scholarships vary from one curriculum to the other. So I would advise you to visit the website or just give us a call. Someone's asking, what do you look for when accepting a student? Other than academic achievements, we really look for students who's passionate and motivated to study medicine or nursing. There's an interview, as I've mentioned, where you will be talking about yourself, what motivates you to get into the healthcare, and any experience you've had in the healthcare, would be a great way for you to show why you are interested. So if you have, for example, a family member, or if you've had an experience with a nurse or a doctor that have inspired you, that's a great way to talk about it. Someone's asking if their IGCSE and AS levels marks are low, but A level is high. We do take the applications case by case. So if you have a special case in your application, so it will depend, then you will need to apply and it will be reviewed by our admissions committee. So we would take you into consideration. There are a lot more questions. I don't know if we have enough time to answer them, but I'll answer one more question because it came up more than once. It's about scholarships. I've mentioned that we do have scholarships available. For the medicine program, we have one scholarship it's a full scholarship and it's only for Bahraini students. We have two partial scholarships that anyone can apply to, whether Bahraini or international. For the nursing program, we also have a scholarship, a full scholarship, and there are different institutions around Bahrain that offer scholarships, such as Al-Mabara Al-Khalifiyya. They offer a medical scholarship to RCSI Bahrain, so I advise you to contact them and apply through them. All right, so I think that's it for me. As I've mentioned, if you have any more questions, please feel free to contact us. We would be more than happy to help you. And thank you for joining me, and thank you everyone for arranging this. I hope this was beneficial for you and it helped guide you for making a decision when selecting any university. Okay. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yes, thank you very much, Ms. Bushra Ali from RCSI. This is the last session for this morning, and we're going to start again this afternoon by 12:30, inshallah. All the schools, students, thank you very much. Thank you very much, everybody. Bye-bye.